how important is location really? You know, the old adage, location, location, location is what it's all about. And that is still pretty much true today. Location is defined by so many different things. It could be a neighborhood boundary, could be a street, could be a block in a neighborhood. Location's affected by what else is in the neighborhood, what is the neighborhood adjacent to, when it was built, how well it's maintained. There are lots of nuances that create location. And generally, when you sort of realize what the nuances are and that they are consistent in an area, consistency is probably one of the most important things in defining location, which is why like a subdivision is more definable than like an urban neighborhood where property type could change at the end of the block, or you cross a street and the neighborhood kind of falls off a little bit. But kind of figuring out what's important to you. Is it that the other houses in the neighborhood are meticulously maintained? Are the lawns taken care of? Are the infrastructure of the street in good condition? All of these things contribute to the value of location. Being in a historic district, in very broad terms, many times being in a historic district creates value because it creates structure that people that buy the houses have to live within those guidelines. Being in an HOA, same thing, creates structure that people live in, so it tends to preserve value. Being in a subdivision or a neighborhood that has a long history of a very high level of maintenance, very high level of finish, generally stems from the way the houses were built and the way they were allowed to be built when they were new. All define location. Location is also defined by convenience. It's close to an interstate, easily accessible. Maybe those things may be appealing to buyers, but location also might be, the value of living on a road in a county where all the parcels are over a certain number of acres and all have like really elaborate houses on them. So if you're having trouble understanding location or kind of don't understand what factors go into creating location, reach out. I would be glad to help. I have been doing this for a really long time and I understand how to define that for people. I am Chris Small and I'm a real estate broker in Richmond.